If you enjoyed this video, consider supporting SmugStick on Patreon. If you have any ideas and want the opportunity to get a shout out, comment down below. Also, if you want to draw a what if scenario I have discussed, such as Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan on Planet Namek, or Super Saiyan Vegeta vs Frieza, send them to me on Twitter, and I will feature them on my next video. Anyways, enjoy.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the Z Warriors gathered around to meet the androids. Gohan and Krillin destroyed Android 19, but were soon overwhelmed by 16 and Dr. Gero. Goku and Vegeta, both Super Saiyans, joined forces to help in Battle 16. Meanwhile, Trunks returned from the future and fought alongside Gohan against 18 and 17. After an intense battle, 18 attempted to attack the spectating Krillin with a Kienzan. Just in time, Gohan stepped in the way, getting his arm cut off in the process. This angered Trunks, turning him into the next level of Super Saiyan. He was about to destroy the androids just when Dr. Gero ordered them all back to the lab. The Z Fighters plan out now.
A month has passed since the android attack. Gohan is still recovering from the loss of his arm, and Goku from his burns. Goku has been asleep since the battle. Krillin and Piccolo have begun looking through the battlefield for clues as to where Gero could be. One day, while out on a mission, they found the arm of Android 19 that Krillin chopped off. They bring it back to Bulma to investigate. Vegeta has started to train in the gravity chamber with Trunks, who he is very hard on since he is his son. Trunks is more or less able to keep up with his newly found Super Saiyan form, but it's still a bit unstable. Him and Vegeta begin to bond little by little. One day he explains to Gohan and Vegeta that in his future, his master, Gohan, experienced a similar Super Saiyan transformation once Krillin and Piccolo were killed by the androids. But he did not have time to master it, as he died soon after in the hands of the androids. One day, Bulma revealed that she had just found a possible place to where Dr. Gero's lab could be located, an old Red Ribbon army base. Just as she explained this, Mr. Popo came down on his flying carpet. He explains that the Room of Spirit and Time is once again open for the Z Fighters to use, although it would be wise for the Super Saiyans to train first and foremost. Krillin agrees, and they bring a recovered Goku and Gohan to the temple. Once there, Master Karin gives Gohan and Goku some senzu beans. Trunks and Gohan were extremely excited, their Saiyan blood pumping in the realization that they can finally train together. Both stepped into the Room of Spirit and Time, beginning to train for a whole year. Meanwhile, Dr. Gero finalizes the plan for his ultimate project. 16 stood next to him. A voice was heard in the distance. The voice explained,
Good. The power that will be gathered from this battle, it will just make him stronger.
Back at the lookout, Goku and Vegeta explain their next move. Goku explains that he has gathered the Dragon Balls, and they are back at Chi-Chi's house. That reviving Raditz would be a good idea for training. Vegeta reminds Goku that Raditz did not die on Earth, that he would be revived somewhere else. Goku acknowledges this, and explains that he needs to find a way to get the Namekian Dragon Balls. Goku approaches Krillin with the idea once again, knowing that he was reluctant about it before, and they fought over it. Krillin understands that Raditz is Goku's brother, and that he may be needed for the fight coming up ahead. Finally, he agrees that reviving him wouldn't be such a bad idea. Focuses and tries to communicate with Kaio-sama, who he has met before. He answers and greets Krillin. Krillin explains that they need Kaio-sama to communicate with the Namekians, and tell them that they need them once more, this time to revive and send to Earth Goku's brother. Kaio-sama reluctantly agrees, since he doesn't want any more Saiyans. So Dende and the Namekians make a wish on the Dragon Balls to revive Raditz and bring him to Earth. He is confused, freaking out a little. One of the first things he does is attack Krillin, but Krillin stops him easily. They explain what's going on, and Raditz feels very uncomfortable working with the humans, and questions how Vegeta could lower himself to working with them. Vegeta, in response, turns Super Saiyan and steps towards him, making Raditz apologize for questioning him. They all calm down, and Goku explains that they do need his help, that they will have strength in numbers if Raditz is around. but they need to train him into a Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, Trunks and Gohan train in the chamber. Trunks feels weird as they aren't too far apart in age, but their power is increasing rapidly as they train together. Trunks begins to master Super Saiyan 2, and Gohan attempts to reach that level as well. There is a glimpse of it, but cannot get there just yet. Eventually, they come out. Everyone can tell their power has increased and could be potentially stronger than any of the androids. Goku and Vegeta were about to go in, but Goku asks if he and Raditz can go instead. Vegeta agrees with some pushback, but only if he gets to go inside more than once. So, Raditz and Goku go inside the chamber, training non-stop. Raditz is very aggressive, even if he can't stand up to his brother. Goku tries to explain that he knows that Raditz is not evil, and that even Vegeta isn't. They are Saiyans, yes, and Goku admits that he was lost to his culture of destruction, but has changed along with Vegeta to become more sympathetic towards the humans, even if he can never be one of them again. Raditz says that he knows all of this already, and that he's willing to try. They come out of the chamber, Raditz as Super Saiyan. Krillin stands up in surprise and asks how. Goku says that Raditz had an awakening when fighting against him, realizing how far behind from Vegeta and Goku he was. Goku asks where Gohan and Piccolo are. Krillin explains that they went down to investigate the battle below. Goku and Raditz head down, while Trunks and Vegeta go into the chamber. Goku finds a horrific scene around Korin Tower. Androids upon androids killing the population, while Gohan and Piccolo attempt to push them off and to keep them from climbing up to Korin Tower. Obviously, they can't stand up to the Saiyans, but they seem endless. Raditz and Goku join the battle, until it seems like every last android is finally gone. Just then, 17, 18, and 16 show up. 18 has a new arm, and she makes a joke about Gohan losing his. The battle starts, and they are finally able to take on the androids. Even 16, who was much stronger before, seems beatable. Raditz joins in. He isn't strong enough to take them on, but helps with long-distance ki blasts to distract them. 16 goes straight for Goku. They battle for a while, until the androids retreat once again. The Sea Fighters go after them. When Bulma flies towards them on her ship, she explains to Gohan that she has something for him back at Capsule Corp, and they need to go quickly. Piccolo, Raditz, and Goku continue after the androids. Gohan and Bulma head back to Capsule Corp, where she puts him under sedation while she operates on him. This will take a while, she explains. Goku and the others end up on the Red Ribbon Army base, still damaged from when Goku attacked it back when he was young. They are looking for the androids but can't find them anywhere. They do, however, find a weird pod with a door on it in the center of the base. A red man goes inside it, and he disappears. Suddenly, they feel a great power spark up, a power stronger than maybe even 16, but similar to all the Z Fighters' ki. They are worried when a green creature with red eyes attacks them. He starts by punching Goku through one of the towers, then grabbing Raditz with his tail and choking him. When Piccolo gets close to attack with a special beam cannon, the monster slams Raditz against him. Goku comes back as a Super Saiyan and begins to battle the monster. Goku is obviously winning, but the monster has one advantage. When Piccolo goes to attack him a second time, the monster uses his tail to stab Piccolo and begins to drain his energy. Raditz manages to get Piccolo away from the fight with a double sundae. They ask who he is. Dr. Gero finally reveals himself from a tower. He is Cell, my ultimate creation, the doctor explains, stepping out of the shadows. He was no longer wearing his hat that covered part of his forehead and brain case. Now a black M was visible on his forehead. Cell had one too, which Goku and the rest just noticed. They did not know what this meant, but it didn't matter now. The battle had to continue. The doctor then called forward 17 and 18, who jumped next to Cell. The Sea Fighters witness as Cell absorbed the two androids, disgusted by the action. Goku actually tried to kill 17 before he could be absorbed, but 18 got in the way. In the end, Cell reached his perfect form, as he called it. Cell then began to beat down on the fighters, though Gero instructed him not to kill them. He said that they could still draw out the power from them. As he said that, a fist connected with his jaw, sending him flying through the buildings. Gohan has arrived, and this time he had both arms. Bulma was able to attach the arm of Android 19 that Krillin had retreated from the battle site to Gohan. Along with him were two mysterious men. Piccolo was incredibly disturbed by their presence and explained that he will go back to the lookout to call Trunks and Vegeta. They introduce themselves as Kaioshin and Kibito. Everyone is appalled by what the appearance of a Supreme Kai could mean, and he explains that there is something much more terrible than Cell. Cell then goes to attack Shin, who manages to dodge out of the way. He cannot match the power of Cell, but he can at least keep him at a distance. Turns out that Gohan and Bulma met Shin outside of Capsule Corp after getting his arm, and then he explained it all. Goku and Gohan begin to fight together against Cell, not doing bad at all. Their power combined helps a lot. Thanks to the training Goku and Gohan had in the hyperbolic time chamber, they are able to keep up with Cell. At this point, Vegeta, Trunks, Piccolo, and Krillin appear in the battle site. Shin and Kibito tells them that they need to go to the center of the army base, where Babidi's ship is, the pod that they saw earlier. He exclaims that Babidi had taken Boo's egg from the original resting place and took it to the base. He is gathering energy from all the fights underground. Trunks says that they can't just leave Cell up there, so he stays back as a Super Saiyan 2, along with Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo. Kaioshin, Kibito, Goku, Vegeta, and Raditz go down below. In there, they hear the voice of Babidi, who threatens Kaioshin and mocks him. He then explains that they have to go down while fighting Babidi's numbers. First up, Pui Pui, who has a dark M on his forehead. Kibito explains that Babidi can take over people who have darkness in their hearts. The Saiyans decide to take turns, but Kibito and Kaioshin argue with them about working together. Then, the pair attack Pui Pui and defeat him easily, even after being moved to Pui Pui's planet. Turns out that they make a great team, even if they aren't necessarily fighters. They move down one more level and meet Yakon. This time Goku takes him on. As a Super Saiyan, Yakon absorbs the light. Kaioshin explains that they can't use Super Saiyan against him, that he absorbs the light energy. Goku smirks, then looks at Vegeta and nods. Raditz, Goku, and Vegeta transform into Super Saiyans, prompting Yakon to eat all the light, but it was so much energy that he simply blew up. Third, they reach one more level, and it's Raditz's turn. However, when it turns out that it's Dabura, the king of the demon realm, in the final level, Kaioshin tells them that they need to battle him at once, and watch out for his spit. Now Raditz, Vegeta, and Goku are Super Saiyans once more. Accompanied by Kibito and Kaioshin, their Saiyans attack Dabura. Dabura is a bit overwhelmed, but his power is comparable to that of Cell, the monster that Trunks and Gohan are fighting outside, maybe even a bit stronger. The battle is intense and fierce, with the Saiyans having to resort to their more sadistic tactics and dirty fighting techniques. At one point, Goku's able to get a hold of Dabura and hold him down from behind, while Raditz and Vegeta blasted him with ki blasts. They seem to be winning, until Dabura manages to spit on Kibito and Vegeta. Vegeta manages to take off his armor just in time, but Kibito isn't as lucky. In response, Vegeta smashes his fist against Dabura's face, exclaiming that they are wasting time trying to save the world like this, that they should be killing everyone on Earth, not trying to save them. Goku says that this is their home now, but soon enough, all the Saiyans will replace the humans. Raditz simply laughs. Seeing this, Dabura runs away from the fight to talk to Babidi. Dabura explains that the Saiyans' hearts are dark enough to be able to be taken over. Babidi understands and begins to cast a magic spell on the three.
Papa!
An explosion of energies fell through the ship. Kibito's statue falls and breaks into pieces. Kaioshin yells at the Saiyans to resist. Nothing is getting to them. He understands that this power is similar to the one that prompted Babidi to come to Earth in the first place. Originally, that power was Trunks' Super Saiyan 2 transformation, a little bit over a month ago. The power stops growing as they are teleported back to the Red Ribbon Army base. A dark M is marked on each of their foreheads, and electricity sparks around them. Everyone looks in horror. This is the birth of Majin, Vegeta, Raditz, and Goku. That concludes part 4 of this What If Goku Joined the Saiyans, and I know this story is far from what it used to be. We have come a long way, a lot of twists and turns, and I'll admit that I've jumped the shark a few times, but I think it's a compelling story that I like a lot. If you haven't already, make sure to comment and subscribe and give it a like, and be sure to hit the bell button to make sure you know when I upload. I also have a Patreon now that you can check out in the description below, and it helps out a lot. Thanks guys. Part 5, probably the last part if I don't decide to go into Super, will be worked on and probably uploaded once I hit 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there guys, so be sure to subscribe and share.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to SmugStick, unless you want to be destroyed. Lord Beerus, that's hardly fair. But also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when he uploads new videos.